Are you trying to start?
Yeah, I'm ready. Well, hello, hello, hello. Y'all come on in. Thank you for coming to class. I'm going to start the dishwasher because there's always dishes to do. Hey, Donna. Thank you for being here. I just putting a little tablet in the dishwasher. These are Blue Land dishwasher detergent. Works fine. I just like it because they come unwrapped. I have a little container and I can help support the environment and be sustainable. All right, washing my hands. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Veggie. Is that the mail?
You got mail.
All right, I need you to turn that down. I don't want to hear it. Please and thank you. Turn the volume down or plug it in or whatever. Oh, well. All right, everyone. Hello and welcome. I'll always start by introducing myself. I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. Welcome to class. I'm just a boy mom times two. You will see them tonight. Notice how no one is here, but once the plates come out, magically they will appear. I'm going to do a couple things tonight. I'm going to make dinner and I'm going to make dessert. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you I'm going to be on for a couple of hours. So if you only want to see the strawberry shortcake, feel free to take a break and check back in an hour. I have been on a health and wellness journey for the last 3 years. I've always struggled with my weight, but I have found something that works for me, and for me that was getting tested for food sensitivities with the metabolic specialist. And my food sensitivity test was a cheek swab and some hair samples. So back there on the fridge I've got a list of foods that I can have and a list of foods that I have to avoid. So on my channel, I teach you the food substitutions that I have made to maintain now a 78-pound weight loss with at least 25 more to go. I've completely changed the way that I eat and the way that I snack. So my channel has kind of turned into a cooking channel, and it's really just me in my kitchen making what I'm going to eat. I usually eat 2 meals a day, and I only eat when I live stream for you all, or I try very hard to. But the boys are home this weekend. I am a boy mom of an almost 13 and almost 15-year-old. So they're always eating and I'm always cooking. So I'm going to make dinner for the boys tonight. I saw a new recipe for like a little twist on a pork chop. They're like pork bites, we'll see. And then I'm going to do some air fried kale, make some kale chips, because you guys have asked how the boys like some of the food. And I'm going to make some mashed potatoes from scratch. So I'm just going to walk you guys through everything. So I'm going to make dinner. I'm going to plate it for the boys. Maybe I'll have a little pork bite and some kale chips, even though the ingredients are a little off my plan. I'll taste them, and then I'm very excited to make a strawberry shortcake. And I'll walk you guys through all of my substitutions, all of the recipes that I have, which will go into a cookbook, because you do need a cookbook. They are recipes that you would want to eat, recipes that you would cook for the family. I always try to make the substitute version, but if you want the full flavor version, if you don't have any limitations, feel free to make that, and I'll tell you guys how to do that. So whether you're here live or whether you're watching the replay, some of you guys use this to recreate these recipes and pause as needed. I am my teacher. You are my scholars. You've named yourself that. The live chat is the study hall, so feel free to pass notes back and forth, come and go as needed. You guys will help me make some cooking decisions, and we'll teach each other and learn together. So let's take attendance class, why don't we? We've got Donna here, she's present. Hello, God's girl, thank you for being present. Crystal Light is here, thank you so much. I love your tagline, I make delicious food with a healthy twist. Love that. We've got Mona, the moderator here. Hello, Mona. Thank you for being here. Let us know about your channel. If you have a YouTube channel or you have a business, You all are here to support me, so I want to support you. So please put it in the chat and we'll bring it up on screen. We've got Amethyst in the house. Amethyst, thank you for being present. Another channel sponsor. I did a taste test with Amethyst. Gosh, has it been a couple weeks now? You guys can go back and see that I made arroz con pollo, which is a Latin chicken and rice for Amethyst. She loved it, and one or both of the boys were here. I can't remember. It's all a blur. Hello, Cigars with Mac. Thank you for being here. Veggie, as always. Thank you for being present in class. Oh, yeah. All right, so you guys, you know how we do here. I'm going to put my apron on and get started. So again, I'm going to make dinner first. I know the title in the thumbnail says strawberry shortcake. I will make strawberry shortcake. It's probably going to take me about an hour. I'm going to make dinner for the boys, and I just figure whenever I'm cooking, I'll just come live for y'all. Because you can really have kind of, not whatever you want. What I eat is lean protein, select fruits and veggies, little starch, and almost no sugar. So I'll just talk you guys through everything, ask your questions, give me some feedback, and let's get started. I got a lot to do tonight, so I'll be on for a couple of hours. Maybe I'll actually get to sit down and enjoy a meal. But once the greedy gongs come around, y'all already know. And here's my disclaimer. I'm not a chef. I'm just a home cooker. That's what the boys called me when they were young. But I am also a boy mom. And you may see that face. You may hear my tone change. I try to keep it elegant for you all. You all are here to help keep me accountable so that I can age gracefully. But y'all already know. All right, let me turn the air down and get my apron on. We'll get started. All right, today I'm wearing my Costa Rica apron. I love collecting aprons when I travel. I was in Costa Rica for spring break. Got some travel coming up this summer, so hopefully the collection will grow. Yes. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher on all platforms. All right. I got a Walmart package coming, so we'll send the kiddo to get it, and during one of our breaks, we'll do an unboxing. All right. So I'm going to make some mashed potatoes from scratch. I kind of feel like a lot of this stuff is basic, but you know what? Even if it is, that's okay. I had to learn. Nana taught me, y'all know, forced child labor, but I'm grateful. So I'm here cooking. I got some potatoes in the giveaway box. I would usually donate those. I got some pork chops in the giveaway box. I would usually donate those. But since the boys are here, I'm going to go ahead and make it. Veggie, the look. Oh, Miss Maggie. Yes, Miss Maggie's here. Hello, sweetheart. I'm so glad that you all are watching. Yes, we got a meetup coming. We got a lot of stuff coming, so we'll get to it, but y'all know I get sidetracked, so when I sit down for the chat and chow, we'll talk about everything. All right, so I got this bag of potatoes. They look okay, kind of sad, but I don't like to waste food. Oh, I'll show you guys. I don't know what kind of potatoes these are. Small. I don't know if they're yellow. I am going to peel them. I wasn't going to because honestly, you can make potatoes with the skin on or the skin off. I don't eat potato. I'm going to make mashed potatoes from scratch for the boys. I thought it was hard and then I did it, so I'm going to show you guys how. For peeling potatoes, I prefer the large, like, what are they, Idaho russet potatoes, because you can get in there with like one long stroke and peel the potatoes. Going around something small, it's going to be a little, you know, tedious, but I'll do it anyway. Of course, I remember mom and parents saying, you know, eat the skin. That's where the nutrients are, right? With your apples and your potatoes. But for a nice creamy mash, I'll take the skin off. Completely optional. You can do it however you like, whatever you like. All right. I'll go ahead and rinse them first. I try and do multiple things at once, but y'all already know. They're on their devices, so that's why it's kind of quiet right now. Plus, for me, cooking is therapeutic. It is a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie, but it's a labor of love, you know, for me. All right, so these are the potatoes that I have. I'm just gonna rinse them under some water. All right, let me get my peeler. This is really just, smothered pork chops. Ooh, gosh, I haven't had that in, ooh, who knows? Smothered pork chop, that's like with the gravy and all that goodness, right? That sounds like a holiday meal. Ah, look at Veggie. Thank you. Y'all know I don't know. You know which ones are really nice, and I've got a good and easy recipe. If you have potatoes, especially the yellow ones, Yukon Gold or whatever, cook them in the microwave to get them like baked potatoes soft, and then slice them into wedges, right? So cut in half long ways, and then cut in half, and then cut in half. So like sections of 8. And then just pan fry in a little bit of whatever oil you use, salt and pepper, get up a nice little crust, make a home fry. There you go. Yes, shout out to the scholars, the channel sponsors. Channel sponsor, I do have a Cash App. Some of you all have asked how to support the channel. I'm not yet monetized. Maggie, the substitute teacher, is only 3 months old, but y'all, we are over 800 subscribers. I can't believe it. So I'm just peeling one half and then turn the other half around. This is the prep that I would do with Nana as a child. Y'all know my mom is a retired home economics teacher, and so she does. And I lost one. Rinsing. That's the other thing about peeling small potatoes. You know, they come out of your hand. I'm just peeling into that same little bag. Oh, I've got a little something for y'all. Kitchen snacks. I'm not doing it, but, and I'll come back to my story. I catered an event around Christmas time for a friend whose dad was doing like having like a 70th birthday celebration, and I'm always watching the cooking channels. I'm always following their social media. It's in my feed. I get little recipe tips and whatnot. All right, so we've got our potatoes. I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in a pot. I will cube them to make them boil faster, but for right now, I'm just gonna put them in the pot. All right, just peeling. So with these potato scraps, these potato skin scraps, you can make homemade potato chips. I know it sounds weird, but I did it. I think it's somewhere on my Instagram. It predates Maggie the substitute teacher. It was last year in the December time frame. You can take the potato skins that you're peeling that would go into the trash. I was frying chicken, like real fried chicken that I don't eat. But you can put the potato skins into the chicken fat, bacon fat, you know, whatever fat you have that's got the flavor. And it doesn't take long, but these will fry up and rise to the top. And literally you just skim them off, put them on a paper towel, and it's like a nice little kitchen snack. Hey, Lou Casely, thank you for being here. So let's see what else, y'all. I'm just peeling potatoes, I know. But if you have questions, now would be a good time. I'll keep my eyes out. Yes, Cash App is $M Brown. Completely optional. You guys just being here. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I'm up to 800 and something subscribers. We're on our way to 999 because my mom, Nana, said she will subscribe, but she wants to be number 1,000. So I got to do the heavy lifting, and then Nana will subscribe. So if you guys like what I'm doing, thank you for liking the video. Thank you for, you know, sharing with others. So many of you all have heard about me. Ha ha. Yes, don't be a lurker. Like and share. Okay. So yes, you guys, in case you missed it, you know, of course, The boys think I'm older than dirt. Hey, Shafit. All right, 2 down, 10 more to go. So I'm cleaning up, as always, just trying to get rid of, all the stuff that we accumulate. Because, of course, some lovely person was on my video commenting that my counters were cluttered. I'm so sorry, this is not a proper cooking show. It's just me in my kitchen. So I hope that person found the kitchen aesthetic that works for them. But anyway, I'm just trying to clean up, especially paper and stuff that we accumulate. And I came across a class picture from 4th grade. So if you guys want to take a look, it's on my Instagram. You can scroll back or go over to YouTube on my community tab. And the community tab, if you're new here, at the top of my YouTube, you can scroll over to the right. And I can't remember, y'all, it's been so long ago because I was born in 1842, according to the kids. Hey, Wally, thank you for being here. You know what? Some of y'all guessed it, but I'll go ahead and announce 3 potatoes, 10 more. I'm taking my time, y'all. The boys are going to get to work for me this summer. These meals ain't free, hashtag these meals ain't free. So they're going to start making like clips, like the shorter videos. I know I'm supposed to do that. Look, I can't do everything. I just come in here with my iPad. But yes, Maggie is the one in the middle wearing the dinosaur shirt. And if I remember, oh, yes, 1842. Y'all know, my son asked me, Mom, are you a millennial or a boomer? Y'all all know I'm 46, and I've been told I don't even look that. But with the kids, they just give it to you, right? So I'm a proud Gen Xer, but I asked the boys if they could find their mom. Hello, hello. I asked the boys if they could find their mom in the class picture. And of course, they came right to me. So yes. Hey, Big Bad, you made it. Big Bad, I was thinking about you. I will let you choose. We got a channel sponsor in the house. I was going to make kale chips, but since you're here and you asked for very tender broccoli, if you want, I can make that for you. So just let me know. Peeling potatoes. So yes, I think we had a contest, and I think we were supposed to design the school shirt. And I am not an artist, some of y'all may say that I am, but I think either I or my brother or somebody designed that dinosaur, and it was something like, I need to zoom in and look, but it was some kind of like, something with the word dinosaur, like I'm soaring something. Y'all, I don't know. I don't know. Kids are cruel. Yeah. You want to hear something about these kids? Let me tell you something. I am counting down the days. They don't know it yet. I told them. I said, y'all know I'm amicably divorced from their dad, so it's just me and them. They're spending a lot of time with dad now, which is great, and I'm usually just cooking for one. We got a comment here, let's see, about the food delivery. I think I got another delivery. I'll see if I can scroll back. I'm peeling potatoes. So, I drive a Kia. I love my Kia. It's a little Sorrento. I paid cash for it. I've never had a car payment. I'm pretty frugal. I do like nice things, but why waste money? And so I bought it like when I bought the house, like 2010, right? So it's over 10 years old, got 200 and something thousand miles on it. Look, it keeps me where I need to be. So one day the boys were talking about Lamborghinis. I should have just stayed quiet. But I decided to talk about sports cars and add my 2 cents about why they have engines in the back. Or something I said, and my oldest, and I quote, he was like, Mom, this is not a Lamborghini. I said, I know that. He said, this is Santa's sleigh. Sure did. I was like, oh, well, ho, ho, ho. It gets you everywhere you need to be. Still peeling. I'm doing mashed potatoes from scratch for the boys tonight. Both boys are home. Yes, absolutely. One day, I keep telling them, I said, just you wait. One day, I'm going to get something nice when y'all are long gone. ShopFit says, Maggie, I see why you get groceries delivered to your home. I've come to the conclusion I just can't keep unhealthy snacks in my home. Y'all, we all struggle with something. Whether you have weight issues like I've struggled with, whether you, yes, you got the dino shirt. I don't know. Big Bad Bull, let me know if you decided what you want. Kale chips or soft broccoli. Gotta have a vegetable. Y'all, a friend of mine who's also my stylist and a former coworker, big into health and fitness. Because look, this is something I'm gonna have to stay on top of for the rest of my. Can I help you? What's going on? You wanna come say hello? Alex is here.
Peekaboo.
You gonna help me peel these potatoes? If I make these mashed potatoes, are you gonna eat them?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I sure will.
Yeah, see how they do this lap, they come through? Oh, and the other thing, I see you over there playing video games. You're supposed to be helping me this summer. You're supposed to be making shorts. You're supposed to be done. What work have you done for my page? You over there playing race cars. I don't do anything about race cars.
First of all, I need your Google account.
Okay.
Second of all, I need
Halfway.
second of all, I need Seal 109, which costs money, and I am broke right now. And third of all,
How much does it cost?
like I think $20 per year.
$20? You just got $20. Okay.
Yeah, but it's in cash. I can't do cash.
Okay. Look, I need a business plan. I need you to come together with at
I'm
least.
just gonna.
Oh, now you want to leave, yeah. But no, I need you. Hey.
I'm gonna figure it out.
I need you to come up with one thing every day this summer to help this channel. So whether it's shorts or clips or whatever, you're gonna use those technology skills. You're not just gonna be eating this food. Okay, back to the story, y'all. I'm already warning you. It's gonna be all over the place. Where are you going? Excuse me.
Yes.
If I hear one fight between you and your brother, and take this stuff upstairs.
I will. That's what I'm doing.
Sorry, y'all. Try. So ShopFit says every time you make a plate, you think of your mom telling you to have color. Yes, try to get at least 3 different colors on the plate. So we're gonna do that tonight. Y'all, I know I'm all over the place, but it all comes together so nicely in the end. Okay, so the story I was saying, and I'm coming, y'all. I see comments. I have no help. It's just me. This is not a proper cooking show. Nothing is prepped. I'm peeling my own potatoes, but it's okay. So my friend and health and wellness person said one of the things that she does to stay on track, because we all have cravings, right? We all like our stuff. Excuse me, whether you're a bread person like me or you like sweets or whatever. Her thing was ice cream. So if you like ice cream, like lead attorney, I'm a student of his. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Very generous with his knowledge. So I'm just trying, y'all. Anyway, she says if you want ice cream, or what she does, she goes to the ice cream shop, sits down, has her sundae or ice cream scoop or whatever it is, cone, double, triple. What are y'all's favorite ice cream? Aw, Big Bad, I see you. Thank you again. I need to update my screen. So generous, just so generous with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys, channel sponsor for life. If you decide, getting towards the end, if you decide you want to support the channel, I'm just so grateful that you're here. Okay, back to the story. So she says, I go to the ice cream shop and I have my ice cream there. I don't buy ice cream and bring it home. I had to learn that the hard way too. Candy, I did have some chocolate stash. If y'all were on this morning, you saw that. But yeah, give that a try. So, you know, if I'm going to eat off plan, I just do it intentionally because y'all know, I mean, this stuff just adds up over time. Adds up over time. So, yeah, that's what I do. Because inevitably, whenever I go to the grocery store, ooh, Shop It says black walnut and cake batter ice cream. What about y'all? I'm coming. Let me peel this potato. I could have done this with the skin on if you like it rustic. You can get, you know, nice little ribbons of potato skin. And I'll say one more time what you can do with this. I'm going to trash it, but all right, 2 left. All right, so let's see what we have over here. Kale chips sounds good to pencil pen. I'm going to give preference to Big Bad. Ooh, Vel likes butter pecan. I love butter pecan. Ooh, Wally wants a recipe for goat milk ice cream. That I have not had. If you want a good dairy-free ice cream, believe it or not, I've got something in the freezer. It's not ice cream, but I'll show you. But there is a bookstore. I went to an event here in Atlanta. I'll see if I can post it. But they had ice cream from coconut milk. Y'all, when I tell you they had all the flavors and it was so creamy and luscious. Because isn't that like ice cream? It's not just the taste, but it's like not the chew, but the experience, right? The mouthfeel. But you know what I learned too? Gluten, which is naturally occurring in grains that gives us like that pizza dough pull and texture when you bite down on bread. They add gluten to stuff that doesn't even have it naturally in, like ice cream. So you get, you know, you take a bite or a lick of ice cream and you have that almost like, you know, mouthfeel. Y'all, it's everywhere. And I'm sensitive to gluten. Ah, Big Bad says kale chips. You got it, sir. Okay, pencil, you got it. I am going to do Big Bad. I am going to do the broccoli for you because I saw a recipe I want to try using broccoli as the base and kind of making pizza. I know it sounds weird, but I'll try it. I'll try anything. I just won't eat it again if I don't like it. Again with the potatoes, the small ones, peeling them is really kind of difficult because they slip out of your hands. If you're gonna make mashed potato from scratch like this, and you have a choice, the larger potato gives you more surface area to get it in like big strips. I'm having to do like little and turn it, so that's why it's flopping out everywhere. Almost done, last one. Big Bad, I'm making mashed potatoes from scratch. This is not for me. The boys are home, so this summer, you all will see me cooking a lot more like family food. The boys are usually at their dad's. Well, you know, Alex is in military school, so he's in boarding school, so he's not usually home. He wants to be a pilot, so we're working on getting him his private pilot's license before 17. And then Marcus, the swimmer, y'all, boys, all they do is eat. Okay, so I got peeled potatoes. That was fun. All right, so I'm going to trash these, and I'm only making them because these potatoes came in the giveaway box. But again, these potato scraps, shavings, whatever you want to call these, during the holidays, if you're making mashed potatoes from scratch, I saw this on Food Network. It sounds weird, but you can take your potato scraps, fry them in like, if you're frying chicken or got bacon, grease or whatever, if you keep any of that, fry them. They float up, and it sounds weird, but they make like these really nice potato chips, and then you could salt them a little bit if they need. Doesn't take long at all, and then you could have some nice kitchen snacks for the kids. Yeah, absolutely. Look, you can get the potato flakes in the box. start somewhere. You know, a home cooked meal is better if you can do it. And then fresh ingredients are better. But look, y'all, I'm just like you know, I've been there. We start somewhere. All right, I'm gonna wash my hands, and then in order to get the potatoes to boil and to cook faster, I'm just gonna quarter them. You could boil them whole like this, but you wanna have more surface area for that hot water to get around them so they boil and soften up. So I'm gonna wash my hands and then we'll just cut them up. Yeah, have you had those before? Potato skin chips? Yeah, exactly, Wally. Putting gluten in ice cream, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that it's just like, and that's why they say, y'all know I am not the food police. Eat what you like. But that's why they say eating home cooked foods, even if you eat the same thing, often for your body, it's better just because, like, if I made you a burger and fries, like a nice thick burger with all of the toppings, even bacon, like a nice bun, and like some home fries, it would taste amazing. But also, you have more control of what goes in it. So we all learn somewhere. All right, washing my hands. I wear many hats. I'm also a Scentsy consultant. If you need any home fragrance, today I'm washing with peachy and palm trees. All right, so we're gonna get a cutting board and a knife, and we're just gonna do a quarter on these, a rough chop, and then just set them to boil behind me. And then, yeah, we'll get started on the pork chops. If I missed your question in the live chat, I will try to scroll back, but feel free to repost it so I answer it for you. Okay, so just a cutting board. Y'all remember the one here with the grooves is great for liquids, lemon, chicken, anything that's gonna drain out. You have a little space to catch it, or you can just use the flat sides. All right. Links are in the description. The Brandless knives, they're under $10. For me, they work really well. So I'm just putting a potato down. Careful with this because they, you know, since they're smaller, they are kind of wobbly, but I'm going to cut in half, right down the middle. And then for safety, if you can, once you have a flat edge, put that down and then cut. So you have quarters. So I'm going to do that on all the potatoes just so they'll cut a little bit faster. Pencil pen, you think these boys are grateful? I hope so. Everybody who comes here, everybody who talks to them, y'all know I'm also an Airbnb hostess. Very proud. I have a 5-star rating. But I love taking care of others. I love cooking and serving, and it's just the way that I was raised. You know, my mom, Nana, who's probably watching, is a retired home economics teacher. So I always say I grew up with the African Martha Stewart, and this is just how you show love. But I have taught the boys how to cook. They know how to do most things, but they say it tastes better when I do it, and I do enjoy it. It's a labor of love. But Pencil Pen says, I'm sure your boys are grateful for your home cooking. I love it when my mom cooks. Now she only cooks on special occasions. Yeah. Y'all seen Nana. I mean, Nana still tries to get in there every day, even though we're like, Mom, please, you've done for years. But who knows? You know, I've shared with you guys, I've I've struggled with weight my whole life. But you know what's funny now when I look back at the little Maggie pics, you know, I was a little bit chubby, but not bad. But you know, for 40 years, I ate the standard American diet, the SAD diet. So for the next 40 years, I hope to be here with you all cooking. We all know that life is precious, health is wealth. Almost done. Just quartering my potatoes. Health is wealth, and you know, taking care of ourselves. A lot of it starts with what we eat, what we consume. Again, I'm not the food police, and I do enjoy, but I've shared with you all, I used to be pre-diabetic. I used to have elevated blood pressure and borderline cholesterol. All of that is, bit my tongue. All of that is normal now without medication. So I'm so grateful. All right, so I just have my potatoes peeled and quartered. Why are you running? Don't run in here. All right. So here's the tip. For the mashed potatoes, we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and boil them in water. If you want extra flavor, like I told you, Big Bad, you could boil them in chicken broth, vegetable broth, beef broth, just so that you get that extra flavor. That's good with vegetables, but for the potatoes, we'll do regular water because we want the nice creamy experience. What are you looking for? All right, pull your pants up, young man. All right, just enough water to cover them. I'm not going to fill it all the way up to the top. That will take longer. So you just want to make sure that everything is submerged in water. So depending on how much you have in potatoes, it's probably going to be about 3-4 cups of water. All right, so I've got it covered with water, just so when I lay it down, nothing is poking up above the water, and I'm going to salt it. Y'all remember the salt accident from this morning? I have some left in a bowl, so I'm going to put this in there. You definitely want to salt when you're cooking. I mean, you can do it afterwards, but I like flavor in every bite, not just from the top. So I'm doing pretty generous, probably like, half teaspoon, maybe even more. We're going to drain the water, so, feel free to be pretty liberal with the salt. Same thing with pasta. When I did that cauliflower pasta, it was good, but I should have salted the water. The instructions didn't say so. Now I know. Health is wealth. Hey, Wealth Talk. Oh, yeah, Wealth Talk. Look at you. I'm talking about your channel. Spoke you up, huh? All right. So all I have here are potatoes, peeled, quartered, salted in water. I'm just going to put this on the burner behind me and let them boil. So you can make potatoes. I saw something on Food Network or Bon Appetit. You can make them as fancy as you want. For the kids, they're just getting homemade mashed potatoes. Okay, let's see. We're going to move to the pork bites next. Yes. So I'm just going to rinse off my cutting board and my knife since the dishwasher is running, and we'll get started on our protein. Again, don't come at me if you don't eat pork. That's fine. This will probably work on any, type of fillet, meat, beef, or whatever. I don't usually eat pork. It came in the giveaway box. The boys are home, so I'm cooking for the family. All right, but the techniques are good for everybody. All right, so I'm going to turn my cutting board over to this side in case anything leaks out, and I'm going to show you guys the recipe that we're going to do. All right, so I'll show you what I have. I think they came frozen, but I thawed them out. So this is a 4-pack. You can see it's just a boneless pork chop. So this is what I have. I got 2 in the giveaway box. So I gave away 1, and I'm going to make the other. But before I put my gloves on, let me show you guys the recipe. I'm doing another Instagram recipe. So whenever I get ingredients for free, then I'm like, let me try it, because if it doesn't turn out good, at least I didn't spend money on it. Thank you again, Big Bad. All right, so I follow a lot of different, chefs and home cooks online. This one is coming from Low Carb State of Mind, and I'll show you guys. She has this recipe for garlic butter pork bites or something like that.
Like nobody likes pork chops anymore, and honestly, I'm the biggest fan. But I love making them like this. It's super easy. You just cube up your pork chops into little pieces like this, season them, and toss them in a little bit of oil. I am, of course, going to throw them in my air fryer, but you could do this in a really hot pan as well. You just want to get them crispy on each side. And then I throw them in a bowl with a little bit of butter and Parmesan cheese. So good. If you guys try it, tag me and let me know what you think.
Okay. So that's what we're making. So when I come through and she had me at air fryer, I was like, oh, all right, we're going to try these garlic. No, that was Instagram Wealth Talk, and it's Low Carb State of Mind altogether. If you want, I can post it after I'm done, but let me get some gloves on. Completely optional, but when I'm working with raw meat, I'll put gloves on. I mean, you can just wash your hands really well, but so yes, I'm on social media, but what comes up in my feed is all food related. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I really do love to eat. I love to try new things. I am like a foodie, and I think dining should be an experience, right? Not just plopped on a plate. Like you want to anticipate what it's gonna be like. Maybe I'm doing the most. All right, I'm cutting open the pork chops. Just some kitchen shears. Good kitchen shears. These are Pampered Chef, but look, just get some good kitchen shears. I use them to cut herbs, cilantro. If you're not good with knife skills, you can make a nice little dive with just cutting your, herbs and whatnot. Opening packages like I'm doing. I'm doing it here because it's leaking out. I'll show you guys. Kitchen shears are a great tool. I have a lot of gadgets that you don't need, but I would recommend kitchen shears. So we've got a little 4-pack of pork chops. These are boneless pork chops. So like I said, any other fillet or boneless meat. So we got 3 out of the 4. This would work well on. But yeah, so we're gonna give it a try. And I bought some Shake on Parmesan cheese. Hey Lumiere, thank you for being in class. All right. Ugh. So we got rid of this. So notice what I said. Remember anything that kind of leaks? See how it's going into that little reservoir? I'm still gonna wipe my counters though. All right, so let me just blot. I know some people wash meat. Nana, if you're on here, she's probably gonna tell me to rinse it off. If it's going in a hot pan or hot air fryer, I don't, but I am gonna blot it. When you're cooking meat, fish, beef, pork, whatever, you do wanna try and get it 2 things, as dry as possible so that the seasonings stick onto it when you oil it. If I left it nice and watery like this, your seasonings would run off. So I'm gonna blot them. And Amethyst remembers this when she was here. When I say blot, I don't mean just pat. Like I really try to get as much moisture as I can in the paper towel. So let me place these up here for now, and then I'm gonna clean my surface. So you can see about how dry it is compared to, see how this one's still kind of shiny. So I like to get meats as dry as possible. Up to you. I'll use several paper towels, but I know some of y'all have tried, somebody, I can't remember who it was that said they did my pan-seared fish. If you're going to sear your food, like the fish, you want a nice little crust on there and you want the inside to still be tender. Drying it well, like really getting in there and drying it is the key. So we got another dry pork chop. And then I just toss the paper towel. And then when you see in recipes and it says pat dry and people are like, pat, 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 no. I wrap it up, roll it in, and press. Hey, Leanne, thank you so much for coming to class. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So I do. I love food. I love cooking. I love trying new recipes. This might even work on fish. Make your own fish nuggets. You could get those already cut up catfish nuggets, which are cheaper than the filet. This may work well too. You just want to watch your time in the air fryer because you all know fish cooks fast. But Alex has been asking for salmon. I was going to do salmon, but I had these pork chops already thawed out. All right. So they're dry over here. Let's put the kitchen shears away. I'll get another knife. I'm going to get another cutting board or rinse it off, but I'm always cleaning and wiping, so I'm going to clean off the counters. What are you doing? Don't put anything on the counter. I can't do that right now. Okay. No, I'm sorry.
Well, I was setting up OBS.
Signing into any apps?
No, I'm asking.
No. Nope.
Oh, really? Okay.
Links are in the description. Use whatever you have. This is just Brandless cleaner. I'm just going to wipe the counters. Clorox wipes, whatever. Just always cleaning and wiping. My former mother-in-law, God rest her soul, she said, wipe now, scrub later, and washing my hands. All right. Just going to wash this cutting board. Wash it by hand. Okay, I'm still working with the pork, so I just washed this so that I had nothing dripping on there. When I move to the kale, I am going to use a completely different cutting board. You don't want any cross-contamination with raw meat. All right, so we've got our 4 pork chops, and if you guys remember the video, she cubed them. So basically what we're going to do, you're going to cut it lengthwise and then make little cubes. So I'm just laying these out onto the cutting board. So this is what we have to start. I'll wash this knife again. All right, so we're going to go down the center of all of the pork chops. Yes, thank you, Leanne. I'm sorry, thank you, Mona. I'm looking over here. I am on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I will eventually come to TikTok. On TikTok, you can only go live when you have 1,000 followers, subscribers. I don't know. I think I have like 40. So one thing at a time. Okay, so this is what I've done. I've just cut all of the pork chops lengthwise down the center. Now, and you see why, again, having them dry, I could do this because it's just me and my iPad. I don't have fancy equipment yet, but it's coming. Now I'm going to go maybe 3 cuts across on all of them so we can turn them into cubes. So whatever meat you like, cut it up. So you want a good chef's knife. You don't have to spend a lot. These Brandless knives are under $10. You just want to keep it. All right. Use all your senses. I heard the pot hopping. Turn the potatoes down. Just going to want them to boil. For the potatoes, I'll get you guys temperatures and times, but really I'm looking for them to be fork soft or fork tender. So you know how potatoes are usually kind of like a cork board, you know, like you put stuff in there and it like sticks. Oh, this is what I'm doing, y'all. I'm literally just going across and making little cubes. I want to be able to get in there with a fork and literally like almost be able to mash it gently with a fork. Because that's what we want. We want mashed potatoes. All right. So it started to boil really heavily. All I did is I just turned the temperature down a little bit, but they're still on a rolling boil, y'all can see. So I'll just continue to check. Okay, so you can see here we have our pork nuggets. Let me just make sure everything's separated. And then I'm gonna put these in a bowl and season them. I didn't cut through all of them, so I'm just gonna tear. If your knife is nice and sharp, then you won't have this problem, but you see what I'm doing. And that's good for nice little bite size. So just separating. This could be little sirloin bites. Like I said, little fish nuggets if you buy the catfish nuggets that are already sectioned. Whatever protein you like. Heck, it might even work on tofu. I don't know. Try it. Let me know. Cube some tofu. I know we have some vegetarians and vegans. Oil and season, air fry. See if that works. All right, so we've got our pork chop cut into cubes. Washing my hands again. All right, I'm just going to use glass bowls so everybody can see. I'm going to transfer the pork chops into this bowl. All right. So I think she just did oil and seasonings, but I'm going to watch the video again. This is what I do when it's just me. I just watch it over and over again. Oh, you followed me on TikTok? Do I have 1,000? I do not have 1,000. 1,000 followers? Okay. That's what you need on TikTok. They're called followers. What are you doing? All right. So let's watch it again in case anybody's new here, or really because I need to see it again.
Chops anymore, and honestly, I'm not even the biggest fan, but I love making them like this. It's super easy. You just cube up your pork chops into little pieces like this, season them, and toss them in a little bit of oil. I am, of course, going to throw them in my air fryer, but you could do this in a really hot pan as well. You just want to get them crispy on each side. And then I throw them in a bowl with a little bit of butter and Parmesan cheese. So good. If you guys try it, tag me and let me know what you think.
Okay, so season and oil. So here we go with the pork chops. So I think in her recipe she did, I don't know, I'll find what oil, maybe avocado, maybe olive oil, I don't know. Y'all know my oil is that coconut oil that does not heat well. It just it's smoky. And in the description for that video, and again, this is low carb state of mind. The reels, y'all, ooh, they just go through so fast. So she said she used garlic, salt, and Creole seasoning. I have garlic salt, but I don't have Creole, so I'm going to use something else. So I have just good old garlic salt. And then I used this morning on the cloud bread. This is herb de Provence. It's like a fancy seasoning. It's got a lot of stuff in there, rosemary, marjoram, oregano. But I think this would look good, like little flecks of little green flakes on the pork chop. So we'll see. She should have done tenderloin. That would be a good, like a pork tenderloin. Okay. And let me see what oil I'm going to use. I'll just use olive oil. This is just, I think, Amazon brand. I was looking to see if I had something fancier, like a grapeseed or whatever. The only thing is, since we're gonna air fry them, you want an oil, probably, this might be good. This got a little flavor to it, because pork, we know, is kind of bland unless you do something to it. All right, we're gonna let that keep going. So I know she did her seasonings and then her oil. I'm gonna do the other. I'm gonna coat them first. Pretty liberally. I'll mix it up in there. Then I'm gonna do garlic salt, which she did pretty liberally. Then I'm going to do this herb de Provence. If you have Creole seasoning, that Tony Chachere or whatever it is, you can do that. But I just thought on the pork, let me get in there. Okay. I think with the Parmesan cheese, when it comes out, having that nice little fleck will be nice. All right, I'm going to get some tongs and mix it up. All right, potatoes are looking good. I'm going to try and mash one. I'm going to let them sit once I get these in the air fryer. So pork cubed, oil of your choice, garlic salt, and Creole seasoning if you have it. This is herb de Provence for me. So I'm literally just moving around. You could get in there with your hands, but I'm using the tongs just to make sure every piece of meat is coated. And then when it comes to seasoning, you can season everything to taste, but I'm also looking at it. I want to make sure like every piece of meat has nice seasoning on it. To me, this looks a little light. So I'm going to go in with a little more. If you like it this way, you could stop here. That's fine. I'm going to do a little more. This seasoning is good on lamb. It's a nice savory, earthy kind of seasoning. So you see the difference here? So that's just me. Do it to your taste. And I'm going back in with the tongs. And just making sure every piece is nice and coated. All right, going around. That looks good. To me, I don't know if you can see. All right, so let me get my air fryer tray. Of course, I'm running the dishwasher. To get them crispy, I'm gonna try parchment paper, see how that goes. So my air fryer, the Power XL, I think link is in the description. It's got different trays that you can put in there like a bookshelf. My clean tray is in my drip tray is in the dishwasher. Parchment paper is good for not sticking, and it helps keeps things crispy. So if you noticed in her video, she cooked it directly on the wire rack. I'm putting some parchment paper on mine. We'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm just going to dump the meat out and then separate it. So I'm going to put all of this onto the rack. And then I'm going to separate these out. So each piece, please stop running. All right, so I'm going to separate these out. So what I'm trying to do, just so you all can see, I don't want any meat on top of another piece of meat. I want air and heat to be able to circulate around all the meat. If you're doing like fries or nuggets or any of that stuff in the air fryer, you just want to, keep them away from each other. If you're baking in the oven and you want like a nice, you want the liquid to kind of pool on everything, that's fine. But for the air fryer, and in this recipe, she's crispy. So we've got them separated, and I think they're seasoned pretty well. We'll see. All right, so these are gonna go in the air fryer. I think she did 400, but I'll look one more time. So I'm gonna wash my hands and get rid of this, and we'll check the video one more time. I am not using that big microphone. That's not what I asked you to do. So, okay. All right. Let me see if she's put it in here. She says, I air fry mine for about 7 minutes on 400 and then broil on the top rack until brown. So let's try 7 minutes at 400. Oh, Pinterest. You know, I thought about that. I asked someone if I should include Pinterest, and they told me nobody really uses Pinterest anymore. I don't know, but thank you for saying that. Maybe I should. But on Pinterest, isn't that just pictures, or could I do videos on Pinterest? I don't know. All right, dishwasher is done. Woo! All right. All right, so that's looking good. Let's clean up. All right, 7 minutes at 400, and let me get a fork in the potato. All right, I went to put the fork in it, and it did just kind of disintegrate, but I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna toss this because it's on the counter. But you can see how it's just kind of mashed. So we'll toss that since it's on the counter. I'll leave it in for just a minute longer. I'll turn off the heat, just let it soak, and then we'll prep the kale chips, and then we'll go ahead and get our potatoes mashed. Ah, thank you, Wealth Talk. There are quick videos on there. That's what the greedy gong gongs are supposed to help me with. Oh, but I could put stuff linked to my platforms. Bill, you're hired. Y'all, I'm doing the cooking. My thumbnails are pictures that make me go, ooh. So I hope they make you go, ooh. We're going to get there, y'all. Maggie, the substitute teacher, is only 3 months old. But I'm going to go low and slow. Nothing goes viral over here unless I snap. And we're going to add and make it better. So thank you for all of the tips. I need a beverage. I'm thirsty. I think I'll make a mango tea. We'll prep our kale chips, and we'll mash our potato. I'm going to start by filling the Keurig, and then I'll just show you guys how I make unsweet sweet tea. All right, just water for now. So I drink a lot of water, tea, and coffee, all unsweet. I make my own. So I'm going to be using, again, the Lipton. This is in the Keurig. You can see this is unsweetened, but you can see over there on the blue, you can brew it hot over ice. So that's how we're going to make our unsweet tea. So again, my test results said that I need to drink more alkaline water. I was more acidic, which just means I was drinking water, water, water. It was just going through, it wasn't staying to hydrate me. So I started these alkaline drops. I put them in everything. I just put them in the mug here, coffee, tea, water, and it turns tap water into alkaline. So for me, that means I'm actually more hydrated. I'm not always running to the bathroom. Some people, it helps them tolerate coffee better. Who knows? I'm not a doctor. Maybe it works for you. I'm going to fill this with ice. All right, so all we have in here is ice and our alkaline drops. And then I'm going to put this in the Keurig and brew it hot into the ice. Channel is growing like reeds. Oh yes, 3 months. I know. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. You know, y'all have been here. This substitute teacher thing, people have always telling me, you need a cookbook. Because you do need a cookbook. But I just started posting pictures of the food that I would make. And, you know, people would say, oh, when you have a cookbook, I want an autographed copy. Oh, you need to make a cookbook. And I always used to say, one day when I'm done with the kids, right? But honestly, I have to give credit to lead attorney. Someone turned me on to lead attorney. And when I heard him say, if you're over 35, you have knowledge that people need to know. You should make a YouTube channel. And I was like, well, I work from home, thankfully, and I'm always watching these cooking shows. And this is really just what I'd be making for the boys or making myself. And so I think back in February, I was like, okay, I guess I'm making a YouTube channel. So not only that, I follow his lead, pun intended, and I did buy his course. He has a great course. If anybody is new to lead attorney, he is now a retired attorney who took up YouTube as a pandemic hobby, and now it's his full-time. He talks about current events and brings his legal perspective into it. And he always says that he struggles streaming, and in a year, you know, he's really taken off, and he put together a course of all of the mistakes he made. And so I'm just studying him, and a lot of you all found me through Lead Attorney. He commented on one of my posts today talking about when is the restaurant coming. Lead Attorney and his fried apples. Okay, so we have our unsweet tea in here with ice. So let me get a glass. Oh, a cookbook is coming, Wealth Talk. A cookbook is coming. And it's not just going to be any cookbook. I want to do an interactive cookbook. So of course you have the picture and the recipe, but I want to do like a QR code so you can take a picture of the page, and then there'll be a video of me actually making it for you. So a lot is coming. We got Maggie merch, we got a meetup, a lot. Okay, so I have a glass, and then for the mango, y'all know I'm a big fan of the skinny syrups, 0 sugar, 0 calories. I put these in my coffee, my tea. I have all of the flavors. This one came from TJ Maxx. You can get them online. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, any of those places. Go to the back. They have this stuff here. So I just put 4 or 5 pumps of syrup, mango flavor. And then I pour my unsweet tea. This is the kind of stuff I sip on all day. I always say, eat your calories, don't drink them. So you can do garnishes of fruit, lemon, whatever, but delicious. Unsweet, sweet tea. Vanilla. Oh, let's check our pork bites. Oh, she said she does 8 minutes and then she broils them. So let's take a look. Alexa, what temperature is done for pork? Between 145 to 160. It looks pretty. I am going to temp one, but I don't know if y'all can see. This is even before the garlic butter, and it's hot. but you all can. Oh, now I have my drip tray, and this is why I don't open the dishwasher. Okay, so let's temp one really quick. Just to be safe, a little thermometer going inside one of the pork bites. 140, 150, yeah. All right, so it's cooked. I'm not gonna eat it. So now I think she tossed it in like Parmesan cheese and some other stuff. I will do that. I'm just wondering if I did it now, but I want them to be crispy. I'm gonna taste a little small bite just to see how we are with flavor. Very good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That little pork chop nibble. Very good. Very, very, very good. I'm just gonna put them back in the air fryer. We gotta get these potatoes mashed and do the kale chips. So I'm just gonna keep them warm. But the pork bites are done. Hey, Suzette Speaks, y'all. Look, we have Suzette Speaks in the house. Shout out to the scholars. Suzette, I'm drinking mango unsweet sweet tea. We're making strawberry shortcake is coming, but I'm making dinner for the boys. So let's go ahead and mash these potatoes. All right, they'll stay warm in the air fryer, and then we'll toss them in the Parmesan cheese so they get that nice little crust on them. All right, so we peeled, boiled our potatoes. I tested them. They're fork tender. Let me get a colander. Hello for me, Taro. Thank you for being here. Y'all, please check out the interview that I did with Suzette Speaks, or collaboration. I did a plant-based meal for her. It was a veggie quesadilla. It was wonderful. From maybe last month. Has it been that long? And please check out Suzette Speaks. She's a great YouTuber and attorney and TV host and all-around awesome person. She's got a channel and she just talks about current affairs and has some really good guests. All right, so I am going to pour our boiled potatoes in the colander. Again, if you have glasses, stay out of the way. But you guys can see, very nice. And I'm making mashed potatoes for the boys, but you can see they're nice and fork tender. So for mashed potatoes, I'm gonna taste one now just to see how the salt is. Maybe I should have saved some of the starch water, I don't know, to thin it out. Woo! 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 Very good. Just a little touch of garlic salt, since we're gonna put, all you need is milk and butter, or if you want to be extra, really creamy, I'll show you a little trick. All right, I need to get you guys times and temperatures, but you need milk. This is not for me, this is for the boys. You need butter. If you want extra creamy, you could do sour cream, or I have Philadelphia cream cheese. All right, so where's my potato masher? I used this morning on the banana pancakes. Want to get in here while these potatoes are still nice and hot. I don't know, maybe a half cup. It's one of these things where you put a little bit, you mash it, you see the consistency, and then you keep mashing. So that was probably like, I don't know if you can see the milk in there. Depends on how you like your potatoes too, right? Do you like them thick and chunky? I like them thick, I don't know. Y'all know what I mean. Okay, and real butter for the boys. I'm doing like a lot. We're gonna mash it up, and then I'm just going to put like, I'm not measuring, a big old chunk of Philadelphia cream cheese in here. So hot potatoes, I have milk, I have butter, and I have cream cheese. So I'm just going to mash, and then let's see how soft they get. If you like them really nice, you could get the whipper out. Maybe we'll do that, right? Maybe we'll make some whipped potatoes. So literally, I'm just going in there and mashing everything together. Ooh, Mona's making oven fried chicken for dinner. That sounds yummy. So if you boil them nicely, literally they'll just go through the potato masher. I really should have those kale chips in there now, but the kale chips don't take long. While I'm plating this, I'll let you guys choose. Should I whip the potatoes, or I'll show you what I have. Nice and creamy. I'm going to just stir it up, make sure I don't have any big chunks in there. And then of course, taste your food. I might have gone a little heavy with the milk, but get a tasting spoon. So we salted the water to make sure the potatoes had flavor. Then I've added butter. I've added milk and Philadelphia cream cheese. Woo. This is where I get in trouble. Stop me now. All right, y'all get to choose chunky or whipped. Potatoes are done. We're gonna move on to this kale. Suzette, you joined at the right time. We're making kale chips. All right, so let's get our kale out. Hopefully it's still good. I've been looking at it like, I'm making dinner for the boys. I'll plate it. Then we're gonna start our strawberry shortcake. So I'm doing a lot tonight. I hate to waste food, but the kale was starting to look like, I'm gonna see what I can salvage. When I bought it, it was a big old whatever. All right. So let me rinse out the colander. Y'all are having soup tonight. Val said daughter had grilled cheese, son had chicken tenders, baby had baby mash. I love it. But y'all know it's so funny how we grew up. It's like whatever mom was cooking is what you got. Now these kids, I don't eat that. I don't like that. Y'all would know we would just go to bed hungry. So I'm just peeling any brown pieces off of the kale. I think y'all were with me when I made kale chips for the first time, and I was actually surprised. Probably want more of the leafy part, not this stem part. So I'm just getting rid of the brown first, because I got some that look. I'm trying to go for the green and not that. So I'm just looking carefully, inspecting. Try to salvage what we can. Our pork is done. We're gonna toss it in the Parmesan cheese to get it nice and crusted. And dinner is done for the boys. This kale, it doesn't look like a lot, but it's a lot. All right, almost done, just going through. Oh, this is what I forgot to tell y'all. not forgot, but I saw this on one of the cooking shows that I watched. Suzette, perfect timing. You had asked how to make kale tasty. Okay, so kale has some type of ingredient. I don't know what it's called. I am not a chef, but there's some type of compound or, ingredient inside the kale that gives it that bitter taste that people don't like. So the chef that I was watching said that one of the mistakes that people do, like we all do, you get your vegetables, you wash them first, and then you chop them. But when you cut into the kale, just like onions, when you cut into them, just putting away the cream cheese so I don't get any flecks of green in there. Just like onions, when we cut into them, that releases that little chemical that makes us cry. Same thing with the kale. So he suggested reversing the order. Chop the kale first, then rinse it. And that washes away a lot of that bite. And then we're going to oil them, pop them in the air fryer, make some kale chips. All right, so what I have is I have the kale here. I think I can tear a little more. Since I already have it in the colander, I'm going to use this big old thing. So what I'm doing for kale chips, I don't want the stem part. So I'm just going to pick off the little leafy parts, the nice green ones, because that's what we're going to oil and salt and make our chips. I don't want this stem part. If you eat that, that's fine, but we're doing kale chips to see if the boys will eat them. So I'm peeling the green kind of off of the stem and avoiding any colors that are, not a nice bright green. So I'm just putting them in here, peeling off of the stem. Yeah, you know what? I don't like that. I don't. Yeah, Suzette says it's bitter. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, y'all, that's what I'm here for. I scour. That's what my cooking channel has turned into. And I know, well, if you had some questions, but yeah, Maggie the Substitute Teacher is only 3 months old, but I've been cooking ever since I was forced child labor. Thank you, Nana. I'm an African girl. I'm the daughter of African immigrants. And since I was before 10, Maggie in the kitchen. So I just had to watch and learn. But, I would always cook, and I am a former corporate executive. I managed a team at the Coca-Cola company for campus services and amenities. So we had like 7 restaurants and a gym and a clinic and all this stuff. Just peeling the kale off of the stem. I got leaves here. And so I've watched chefs, and like I said, when I work from home, I keep the cooking channels on and I keep them on mute. So all day I'm just surrounded with beautiful presentations of food, and I'm just like, oh, that looks amazing. But I can't have that, and I can't have that, and I can't have that. So the substitutions come from, oh, but if I do this instead of that, then I can have it. Almost done. Taking the off the stem and just going with the leafy kale. So I used to post pictures of the finished product online. Maybe I already said this, I don't know. And people would be like, did you make that? And I would say, yeah, I made that. Just copying what I see, Maybe it's a gift, maybe it's just, me finally being creative and being able to do it my way, because my parents still don't think I cook. My dad said. Exactly. My mom told my dad, oh, Maggie, she has this cooking show on YouTube. Mom's probably watching. He said, oh, Maggie, she's not cooking. She's just opening cans and boxes. All right, so we've got our kale. We got our stems trashed. So now what I'm going to do, because my mom, she roasts her own nuts. She sifts her own grains. So if you take any shortcuts at all, you're not cooking. The bar was set very high for Maggie. So I'm so happy y'all like what I do. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so now I'm going to pour the kale that I've taken off of the stem into the colander, and now I'm going to rinse it. So cut it or peel it first, rinse it well, and then when we cook it, it takes that bitterness out. So rinsing the kale. So took my time to rinse it really well, and I'm gonna rinse this too because I'm gonna oil them in here just in case there's anything remaining. And like I always do, just drying it well so that the oil and the seasoning sticks on here. So we've got our chopped and then rinsed kale. Hey Marissa, I'm gonna put maybe like half in here. Okay, maybe all. Maybe half. I want to give it room like a shaker salad. Shake it like a, you know what I mean. Okay, so I've done half of the kale, and I'm just gonna do that same olive oil, and then I wish Leanne was on here. We're on here. I'm gonna do the bagel seasoning, just salt and pepper. All right, so for the kale chips, again, for color and texture, I just need a bowl with a top on it. I know it's a measuring cup. Any bowl will work. So you want to oil them well. I'm using, this is for the boys, just regular old olive oil. Maybe I'll put more in there. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and put all of it in there. Let's see if I shake it up well. All right, I don't know how much, just enough to coat it. I'll get you guys measurements. And then you could do salt and pepper, that's fine. I'm using this right here. This is bagel seasoning. It's salt and pepper, but it also has some sesame seeds in here. So I just like the color for texture. Yeah, shake it like a, y'all know what I mean. Okay, so I put that on there liberally, and then I'm putting the top on it. You could get in there with your hands, no. You could get in there with tongs, no. Put a top on it, shake it up. It might be too full, but let's see, when I take the top off of it, if everything's coated and it's nice and oiled and nice and, top popped off. Hold on. That's why you clean your counters. But we can see that we've got, you know, some oil going on. I might have filled it too much, but it's okay. It's nice and oiled, but I'm just gonna put some more bagel seasoning, and we're gonna go ahead and air fry these. Maybe, since I've got it here, a little garlic salt. Hey, oh my gosh, hey Caffrey. I'm cooking for the boys. I'm not eating all this. I don't know if anybody cared. You like what with tamales? Bill, you said you like yours with tamales. Oh, Bill wants oxtails. Y'all been asking me about these oxtails. Oxtails and rice. I don't eat rice. Maybe I'll do some more. I can do that now that the boys are going to be home for the summer. I'm just getting here with a fork, y'all. Let's get these kale chips in. Let's get this pork bites out. So I am going to all right. Just for easy cleanup, my air fryer has a little drip tray. Yes, it's really me in my kitchen. All right. This would have been great for the pork, but it was in the dishwasher. It is fine. All right. So to make these chips or anything that you want crispy, I'm going to put them on this tray in the air fryer. So let's see. I may not have room for everything. All right. We'll do about half. I still have some more kale in here. A little goes a long way. And again, this kale was cut and then rinsed and then seasoned. If you're trying to get the bite out of kale, you want to cut it first and then rinse that bitterness off. I got a little stem in there. All right. And just a little sprinkle of the bagel seasoning. It doesn't really stick as well, but hopefully you guys can see. Mainly you want it oiled and salted, okay? So these are gonna go in the air fryer. I'm gonna switch with the pork. This is for the boys. Because we're just about ready to plate. I think last time we did these kale chips, It was a broil. It was like 400 in like 5 minutes. And we're going to toss their pork bites in some Parmesan cheese from the recipe. They taste really, really good. You just... All right. I know they won't take 10 minutes. We got the potatoes done. I don't know if anybody wanted them whipped. If not, we're going to go with the mashed potatoes. All right. Just wash my hands, and then we're going to get this pork crusted for the boys. All right, I know we had some people that just hopped on, so I'm going to play the video one last time. This is an Instagram recipe. If you have boneless pork chop, if you don't eat pork, this will work on any meat.
And honestly, I'm not even the biggest fan, but I love making them like this. It's super easy. You just cube up your pork chops into little pieces like this, season them, and toss them in a little bit of oil. I am, of course, going to throw them in my air fryer, but you could do this in a really hot pan as well. You just want to get them crispy on each side. And then I throw them in a bowl with a little bit of butter and Parmesan cheese. So good. If you guys try it, tag me and let me know what you think.
Okay, so we're at the end, butter and Parmesan cheese. So they're coming out of the air fryer. They look really good. They're still hot. I did garlic salt and the herbes de Provence. So let's get a bowl. It's kind of small, but all right. And I did them on parchment paper, so they're still a little juicy. I'm just going to put them in this bowl. They're still warm. They look really good. I'm glad I seasoned them well. Nice flavor. You could serve them like this. You don't have to do the Parmesan crusted. I know those of us who are dairy sensitive, we don't eat pork anyway, but I got these in the giveaway. So the boys are home and this is what they're having. All right. So we've got our pork bites here. Could be any meat, chicken, beef. I'm using real butter for them. So let me just get, she used a pat, so let me get a little spoon. While our kale chips are going, a little spoon of butter. Like they need any extra, but I have one who's a swimmer and one who's in military school, so they run all the time. Plus, they're just boys, so. Okay, I don't eat cow dairy. Y'all know I eat manchego, which is sheep's cheese, but this is from Sprouts, so it's just your Kraft shakeable cheese. So I keep all this stuff in the house. I know this isn't elegant. I forget myself sometimes. My etiquette teacher would be like, oh, grit. Okay, so we got the dusty cheese. So we've got the warm pork with the butter. I don't know. And I'm just going to get some tongs and mix it up in there. Or cover it. Hello, Diary of Belle Rose. Thank you for coming to class. All right. So I probably would sprinkle a little Parmesan on there just for extra. I'm going to taste one. All right. Let's start plating and call the greedy gong gongs. Since I'm giving mashed potato and pork, which are lighter color, I'm going to be plating on black plates so the colors kind of pop. Usually I do white plates if the food is dark dark plates if the food is light. All right, so let's give this to them. And just like that, our kale chips are done. Should have warned me. So we're gonna I'm plating now. All right, so they're gonna get their Parmesan pork chop bite. I'll save a little. So again, all right, homemade mashed potato. So we peeled, we boiled, we buttered, and then some cream cheese for extra creaminess. I'll put a couple chives on there just for color. And then let's try this kale. I'll tell you what I think, and then the boys will tell you. Mmm. Mmm. All right, let me be delicate. I need to make the other batch. They're probably a little done, but they're nice and crispy and not bitter. I mean, they taste like kale, don't get me wrong, but they're not. I've tasted that kale that y'all don't like. That's like, all right. I'm gonna put some chives on there, potatoes, and then stand out of the way and let the boys eat. All right. Here's what we have so far. Let me put a little garnish on the potatoes. Haven't even started on dessert. It's okay. It's what I do. If you have fresh chives, great. I have the dried. Just sprinkling some chives. I really need like a bright something, but at this point, so mashed potatoes, kale chips, Parmesan pork. All right, Alex. Oh, take a picture. Your food's ready. Can you get a fork, please? I want you to let me know. I tried something. All right. I want you to let me know what you think about this green vegetable. I made pork bites with Parmesan. Go ahead. Say hello to everyone.
Hello.
Marcus? Marcus, your food's ready. Listen. No. Those are chips. You can eat those with your hands if you want. But let me know what you think of the flavor, or let them know. Let me go get the other one.
No, I'll use this plate.
No, you won't.
Watch me.
Can you say something about it? Marcus?
The pork chop is good. It could be a little more tender, but
Okay.
it's pretty good. I haven't tried the mashed potatoes, but this stuff, this green stuff, has like a bitter, salty taste. Probably because I'd never had it before.
Oh, that's right. Y'all have never had kale. All right. Can you get a fork? He was asleep.
Mm-hmm. So I'm watching YouTube.
All right. You want the little one? Oh, did I give you the little one? All right. So you said, oh, you want the little one?
The mashed potatoes are delicious.
Mashed potatoes are delicious? Okay.
And there's some chunks inside, but that really doesn't matter.
They're saying, hi, Alex. There's some chunks inside. Do you like it chunky or you want it whipped smooth next time?
It doesn't really matter.
Okay. All right, Marcus, what about you? How's the food? Okay, if you're done, you can take your, you don't have to eat on camera. Let me just clean up. We're going to make more cloud bread and strawberry shortcake. Do you like the kale? Interesting? Okay. So I heard that the pork could be a little bit more tender, but y'all know it's lean meat, so it's a little, I'm fine with it, but that's what the kids say.
Good.
It's good? All right. And I get the last nibbles. All right, let's clean up. We're going to make some cloud bread and some strawberry shortcake. You, over here.
Exercise your brain.
On this side. And it begins. All right. Let's clean up. If y'all want, what did Nana think of the cloud bread? Vel, you are not going to believe this. I'm going to have to make some more. Come show your plate.
Halfway gone.
Because I was dealing with the greedy gongongs, got all the way to Nana's house and left the cloud bread here. So I'm making more. You want more of anything?
I want more of everything.
You want more of everything? Okay.
It was that good.
I have to make some more, you want some more mashed potato?
Yes, please.
Let me have your plate. Marcus, do you want any mashed potato or you're done?
Good.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, I gotta get. It's seasoned good. The pork, it's Parmesan and herb de Provence.
I can taste the Parmesan.
You can taste the Parmesan? What do y'all think of the kale? Yeah.
It tastes like, you know, at this fancy restaurant.
Tastes like a fancy restaurant.
No.
Oh, no?
No, I'm talking about the kale. You know the fancy restaurants, like where you get a meal,
Mm-hmm.
and they have like a piece of rosemary on top or something.
Ooh, rosemary on top.
That's what it kind of tastes like.
It is a very distinct taste. I'm gonna go ahead and make the rest of the kale chips. Over here. Over here. If you want, you can sit at the table. You don't have to eat here. I'm just gonna go ahead and make the rest of the kale chips since I went ahead and seasoned them. If you're not into kale, it is an acquired taste.
It is.
Do you like the kale chips or no?
Can you not make them as chippy?
Don't make them as chippy?
Maybe less.
Okay, so less crunchy.
That was good.
It was good? Okay, put your dishes in the sink, please. You can eat a kale salad if you just want to eat, this is just oil, but really?
What are you doing with the kale?
Okay, if you're going to eat it raw, then that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and start on my strawberry shortcake. Alex, you need to scrape this.
Oh, tummy hurt. Be gone. Pork!
You want some more pork?
Pork! No, what are you doing with pork?
More pork.
Really don't. You want that. My pork.
You still my pork.
There's 1 spoon left of mashed potato. Who wants it?
I don't want that.
You want it? You already had extra.
I I don't want it.
You don't want it?
Give him 1 spoon. I don't need a bunch.
I need you to scrape that off.
Give him
Whole pot.
Give him the spoon. No.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's the dish.
So the pork is gone. Mashed potatoes are gone.
Because we exist.
I'm not cooking for one.
He cooked for...
Extra good.
It's extra good. So Marcus really here you go, babe. Marcus really likes the pork bites. Alex really likes the homemade mashed potato.
I like it all.
This is what mom gets. Excuse me.
Man, I wish we had
Oh, it's okay. I don't need to eat that.
Yeah. This is why we eat pork.
So, mashed potatoes from scratch. Special ingredient, a little Philly cream cheese. Okay, time for cloud bread. All done? Pork is gone. All right, clean up.
All the food's disappeared.
All the food's disappeared. Marcus, I'm gonna cook the rest of that kale now.
Basketball.
I'll just do it for. You want more?
Do it for less time.
Less time? Okay. So, I will put it for just like 3 minutes, and let's see if it gets less crispy.
Oh.
Really?
You should really have an overhead camera.
I know. I don't have one. This is.
Yeah, you have 2 right here. Right here. And cut back and forth in between them.
Yeah, but who's gonna cut back and forth between my shots? Y'all gonna
It's
come
easy.
up?
YouTube Studio. They let you do cuts and stuff. So you just cut it out all the boring stuff.
Boring stuff.
You walking back and forth. And just show you seasoning stuff. Yeah. See, I'm smart. I watch YouTube.
See, look, you're choking on yourself.
Yes, sir.
When you're gonna help me, when school is out, you're gonna help me cut out all the boring stuff.
You want them
All right.
to be
Cloud
fully
bread.
entertained. See, like now you're off the camera.
But-
Nobody wants to wait half a second for you to grab it.
According to my son, okay, you know what? I'm not even doing that right now. I'm focusing. Cloud bread. I've done this before. 3 eggs and cream cheese and baking powder.
Who harnesses the juice?
Okay, hey, focus.
I understand eating the fruit.
That's enough.
Can you go ahead, please?
Are you done?
Wizard man. Like a lightning clean socks. Give me speed. It's a lot of eggs.
Yeah.
What are you doing for shelves?
Lizard.
Really? I thought the homeowners would just stop.
You know what I think?
You know what you think? Mash up those shells, you got protein covered.
I'm going to use the cream cheese tonight. I know I'm supposed to use goat's cheese. Y'all saw, if you want the goat's cheese version, I did that this morning. Hello, Leah Organic. Thank you so much for being here. Salute Titanium. Alex, Mr. Titanium is here. All right. Now, dinner is done. We're going to start on our dessert. This is what I really want to.
Making desserts.
I know, Alex has already told me he wants to be a YouTuber. Yes, I'm making dessert. Hey. That's what you get. All right, 3 eggs.
You know you got.
1, 2, 3. Okay, you know what? I'm about to come over here, come over there with the spoon. Wooden spoon with your name on it.
Joking.
Three eggs. I'm using whole eggs. We need to separate the whites from the yolks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack the egg. The whites are going to go into the big bowl, and I'm using the shell. I'm just cracking it in half and kind of opening it carefully and catching the yolk before it falls out. And I'm just kind of going back and forth in the half shell so that all of the white goes out. Oh, let's see the kale chips. Can you go do that? Go take them out because I'm fine. You need a kitchen towel or something.
Or I can grab.
All right.
I'm ready to use this Christmas.
1 egg yolk. It's okay if you have a little bit of white in the yolk. What you don't want is any yolk in the whites. And I'm using a big bowl, I know. You'll see.
There's not much of a difference. It's just not as brown.
Okay, thank you.
See, I am fine. I'm gonna leave now.
Yes, scrape your plate, put it over here, and you can go.
Yeah.
Egg yolk number 2. Egg white number 2. So there's lots of different gadgets and tools, but literally I'm just moving the yolk over until all the little slimy egg white is out. Careful not to break the yolk.
So, what are you gonna do with the yolks?
I'm making more cloud bread. 3 yolks.
I used to be the overhand camera. And then what are you gonna do with the whites?
I'm going to whip them. I'm going to add some baking powder.
What about sugar?
All right, so in the egg whites, I know it's kind of hard to see, but I've got the egg whites here. It was a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. So baking powder, some of the recipes call for cream of tartar, 1/4 teaspoon. I don't know what it does, but it's in the recipe. So literally just going in and then just going against the straight edge. And this is going into the egg whites. All right, I'm gonna move that over to the side for just a little bit. Now, you all know that I'm cow dairy free, but I am gonna make this with the Philadelphia cream cheese that I have opened. I use this in the mashed potatoes. Just for today, I have like a little bit left, and the recipe calls for 3 tablespoons of cream cheese. If you want some tea, here's the tea. Use the mango syrup, make your own.
Thank you.
All right. So I've got a tablespoon measure. I was gonna open up a new pack of goat's cheese, but I'm just gonna kind of eyeball. I think I have 3 tablespoons left, just flattening it out. This is Philadelphia cream cheese, I know. If you want to be dairy free, use the goat's cheese. I do my best. This is going into the egg yolk. So my 3 egg yolks here, it's gonna be 3 tablespoons of, I'm using cream cheese tonight. This morning when I did it, it was goat's cheese. I am sensitive to cow dairy, but you know, y'all, what I've learned, it's not what you eat from time to time, it's what you eat all of the time. I am still trying to lose. 2nd tablespoon. But these are ingredients you probably already have in your house. So 2 tablespoons, and then I'm gonna scrape up the rest and we'll just call it 3 tablespoons. This can be store brand. All right, so I've used it all. Hello, hello. 3 tablespoons of cream cheese if you can have dairy. Hello, West Indian, thank you for coming to class. Hello, Leah Organic, thank you for coming to class. Hello, Me, she, her life. Thank you for coming to class. And hello, Saint Beloy. Thank you for coming to class. All right. So you guys, once I've made this recipe before. The first time I always make it per the instructions, and then after that, I doctor it up a little bit. So if you guys look back on my Instagram or you look back on my community tab, which on YouTube, you scroll over at the top of my page and you'll see a community tab. You'll see the cloud bread that I made this morning. I used the same herb de Provence. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. I used the same herb de Provence that I used on their pork tonight, so I made a savory cloud bread. But today, since I'm doing the strawberry shortcake, which is a dessert, I'm doing the sweet, okay? So we've got 3 egg yolks and 3 tablespoons of cream cheese. I'm gonna put a little sweetener, yes, and I'm gonna put a little vanilla. All right, so I am going to do the sugar-free sweetener. I'll let you all choose which one. I have the Swerve. This is my 0-calorie sugar replacement. I have the granular, which is like table sugar. And then I have the confectioners, which is like powdered sugar. So powdered sugar or granular sugar? What do you all want me to use? So while we're waiting on that to come in, I know, Titanium, you understand. So again, completely optional, but when you're making sweet, like a pancake or anything, Titanium says powdered. You got it. I just have this vanilla paste. If you have vanilla extract, that's perfectly fine. If you guys have seen me do the Maggie cakes, you know that I've used this before. It's just like, I don't know, fancy vanilla flavor. It comes out in this weird, like gloppy kind of stuff. And I'm putting it in with the egg yolks and the cream cheese. And you see it's got the little seeds in there. So it's kind of fancy. If you have the liquid vanilla extract, use what you have. Y'all, I am not the food police. Okay. And Titanium said powdered. So we're going to get...
Nice sink, mother.
Thank you. Half teaspoon. So you guys can see Swerve. Link should be in the description. You can get these Amazon, Walmart. But you can see it gives you the nice powdered sugar experience. 0 calories. So, all right. So I'm just going to mix this up. Egg yolks, cream cheese, vanilla paste, and sweetener. Now, this cream cheese is the same cream cheese that I just used in the boys' mashed potatoes. It's been out on the counter a little bit, so it's, I can mix it well. It's softened. That's the word. It's softened. So I'm just going to try and stir it up. I know I'm using this gravy boat. I should have used a bowl, but I'm using the back of the spoon to just kind of mash it. I'll let it sit for a minute and then really try and get in there and mash it. And I'm just thinking what I did wrong this morning. All right. I still have some pieces of cream cheese in there. It's not going to be perfect, but I'm just trying to smear them down. Okay. So we've got our egg yolks, our sweetener, and our cream cheese. All right. So in this bowl, we have our egg whites and our baking powder. So now I have to whip it up. This is going to take about 5 minutes. So I will give you all a little bio break while I'm whipping this up. I will still be here, but I'll put it on mute and just turn on some music so you don't have to hear. All right. So I don't have a fancy KitchenAid mixer. I just have the old-fashioned one. with these. Just washed them from this morning. So we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. All right. So I think this is really fun. We're going to incorporate air into the egg whites and wait until we get what they call stiff peaks, which just means you're going to thicken up. So just like a Frosty, if I hold it upside down, they don't start to leak out. Let me make sure this is off. All right, so I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to do it. Oh, thank you so much, Luke Hazley. I appreciate you. Okay, another channel sponsor. So 3 egg whites. I know it's hard to see. I don't want to spill it. And then a quarter, 8 teaspoon of baking powder. So you can see the volume. It's very low, and it's kind of that egg white kind of slimy. All right, we're gonna go in here on high. It's gonna take a few minutes, maybe like 3, but what I'm gonna do, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Where did I get the vanilla paste from? I think Walmart, but I'll check for you. Thank you for asking, and I'll hold it up one more time. So here we go. I'm gonna mute because it is loud, but I'll give you guys some music. Music. Okay, let me unmute all. No. All right. Whew. All right. So our egg whites, as you guys can see, and this was just 3 egg whites and a little bit of baking powder. You see when I pull it up from the bowl how it stays? That's what you call a stiff peak. Okay. So let me unplug this and take these out. Then I'm just going to scrape the egg whites. All right. So this is what we have. I know it's kind of hard to see with the glare, but y'all see? All right. So if you like angel food cake, a meringue, anything that has that nice fluffy airy texture, it comes from whipping the egg whites. Of course, if you have one of those fancy fancy KitchenAid mixers. It can be in the background doing its thing. I don't. But that's okay. All right. So just getting my egg whites out of the beaters. I almost said blenders. Y'all know what it is. I'm not a chef, just a home cooker. All right. So we have our nice fluffy egg white. So now we're going to mix our egg yolk with the cream cheese, the vanilla, and the sweetener. We're going to mix that in. I'm just doing one more little mashing on the side to get all of the cream cheese as much as I can. It's kind of lumpy, but it's okay. All right, let me think. Just want to get myself ready. Because last time, I'm going to put the egg yolk into the egg white, but I want to get as fluffy as I can. So I want to make sure everything's ready. So when they go in the oven, what I did last time is I mixed them and then it starts to settle. And for the cloud bread, we want to keep as much as the cloud going. So I'm going to do this in the air fryer. So I'm just getting my tray and everything ready. It needs more time. The kale did not, it's fine. All right. I'm going to use parchment paper, and this time I'm going to grease it. If you remember last time, I couldn't get it off because it stuck. This morning when I did the silicone mat, but I just got these at the dollar store, little pop-up sheets of parchment paper. So I'm going to fold it onto this tray, and then I'm going to butter it. I'm thinking, do I want to use my butter or the kids' butter? All right. I think these are the size for a baking sheet if you were doing a proper baking sheet. My air fryer is smaller. So I just needed to fit this. Okay. And the other mistake I did last time, I used the seam side up and then it kind of snuck up underneath there. So I'm putting it this way this time. And I'm getting my butter. I'm cow dairy sensitive, so I know this looks janky, but I'm using goat's butter. It's just butter from goat's milk. And I'm literally just going to use it like a magic marker on the parchment paper. If you can have cow dairy, use regular butter or cooking spray. But I do like the little brown butteriness that you get from butter. Hi, Little Forbiddle. Thank you for coming to class. Hello, Dave B. Smith. Hello, E. Mac. Thank you for coming. Y'all, look at us. We're growing, scholars. Yes. Oh, Luke Hazley uses parchment paper for bacon, and it works wonders. I've never done that. Parchment paper, I don't know what's special about it, but it's nonstick and it absorbs oil. So if you guys can see, it's nice and greasy. So I've got butter on the parchment paper. Butter on the griddle. Okay, you did not ask for that. All right, now we have our fluffy egg whites. We have our egg yolk with cream cheese, vanilla, and sweetener. Just getting everything ready. Oh, hey, Cook, welcome to class. Washing my hands again. All right, I really should do these in the oven, but I use the air fryer for a lot, especially when it's just me. So they're gonna cook at 300 and I didn't preheat anything. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pour the egg yolk mixture into the egg whites, and then you're going to fold. You don't wanna smash it and mix it really hard because you wanna keep your egg white fluffiness. See how that's nice and jiggling and firm? Perfect. So I'm gonna pour and mix gently. I'm just gonna go around and fold. I'm gonna do a little bit. I'll show you. A little bit. Then I'm gonna go around and fold. Oh, around and fold. Then I'm gonna do some more flavored egg yolk. Ooh, I love the little vanilla bean paste, around and fold. I really think I just got that from Walmart.com, one of my delivery services. Y'all know I don't go in these stores. A little bit more. Around and fold. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. It's weird. It's like a marshmallow scrambled egg. So I'm just mixing. And then the last little bit of flavored egg yolk. And you can make this again, sweet or savory. This morning I did savory. And the boys had bacon, egg, and cheese on the cloud bread. So around and fold. And then as soon as you've got this mixed, you want to get them in the oven because they're going to start to settle. So I'm going to see if I can get 2 that are picture perfect and then the other 2, because I'm going to cook them by themselves. All right. Come and get it. Need a triangle, right? For the greedy gong gongs. All right, I don't want to over mix. This is what I have, okay? Marshmallow scrambled eggs. Now on my greased cooking sheet, hello Gus Inc., thank you for being here. Hello Exquisite Confidence, thank you for coming to class. Hello Lover Girl. Lover Girl. You did not ask for that. All right, we're gonna go on the greased sheet. And I'm gonna do 4. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. I'm not going to flatten them, and I'll tell you why in a second. But let me focus, because y'all know I'll lose focus. I'm going for the biscuit. You know how biscuits kind of stand up and they're craggly, if that's a word? All right, I'm going to see if I can get... All right, I think I'll stop there. It's not all of the batter. So I made 4 lumps. And this morning I flattened it down and made bread, but I'm going to try and get the crumbly biscuit thing going on for our strawberry shortcake. All right. So I still have some batter left. We'll see what happens, but I'm going to set it aside because I want to work on the filling. So for the strawberry shortcake, if you guys saw the thumbnail, I'm trying to go for that crumbly, crackly, biscuit kind of thing, not a flat slice of bread. Hello, work from home wife. Yes, the hubs. Y'all know. Y'all already know these boys. If you were here this morning. All right, let me get the strawberries. All right. This recipe has me doing everything. You could take some shortcuts, and I'll tell you what shortcuts you can make. We'll see what happens with this batter. Maybe I'll make some more later. All right. Let's clean up. All right. So this recipe is courtesy of Low Carb Love. It has you making a strawberry jam for the drizzle. I also have this on standby, my sugar-free strawberry syrup, just in case. But it's just a cup of strawberries, sweetener, and vanilla. And I think you just put it on the stovetop to sizzle a little bit. So we're going to make this jam, because that's really the only thing you need, just the biscuits, the drizzle. Hello, Keisha. Thank you for coming to class. And we'll go ahead and do that really quick here. Got some fresh strawberries. I ordered them just for this. Let me clean the counter since we had some raw egg. poor dishwasher, but I use it. I'm really excited. Let's see how those fluffy biscuit substitutes work. This is a good, if you're low carb or avoiding gluten, it may do the trick. Okay, wash my hands again. All right, so this strawberry jam is not much. It's just a cup of strawberries, 1 cup of strawberries, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of sweetener. So we'll get our swerve back out. Get our swerve. We got strawberries. I'm gonna take the big ones. I'm sure this is more than a cup, but I'm gonna rinse these and cut them up. All right, so for strawberries, these are great whole, dusted with powdered sweetener. Y'all seen me cut them. Maybe with the kids, we'll do chocolate covered strawberries. Lots of stuff you can do. You can make your own. It's fun. All right, so our cloud bread is doing its thing in the air fryer or oven if you use that. And my glasses, I can't see. I keep reaching in here. Think I would remember I wear glasses in the kitchen. Yes, I said, I know y'all. Y'all know me. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm going to cut off the green stem. I just kind of gather it together so when I make one slice, I can take all of that off. If you're going to be cooking them, you want to take the little strawberry hats off. If you're going to be dipping them in fruit, in dip, which we've done that, or chocolate, keep them on. Then when you get the flat, put this on the cutting board. For stability, see how it rolled off, but this one didn't roll, and then cut down from the top. That's a good way to teach kids, to cut in half and then turn, and then cut in half and then turn. So I just quarter them. This is also a good little hack if you have strawberries that are starting to look sad. Just cut them up, it brings them to life. One cup, let's see how much a cup of strawberries is. So we've got one. Same thing, gather the little, I was about to say hairs, stems. Hello, I am Constantine. Thank you for being here. Hello, Lisa. Thank you for coming to the kitchen. I know it's late. I made a whole dinner for the boys. When y'all watch the replay, if you want to, they had Parmesan crusted pork chop bites. I know. Mashed potatoes from scratch and kale chips. When the boys are here, I give them all that stuff because if it was just me, y'all know I don't eat that. The kale chips I would. All right, almost there. Let's do one more strawberry. I'm supposed to have a cup. This is for the strawberry jam. You can make your own jam. I think, Val, you were talking about this. Raspberries, blueberries, blackberries. Just simmer them with sweetener. All right, so it calls for a cup of strawberries. So we've got our fresh strawberries, 2 to 3 tablespoons of sweetener. Let's do the granular this time. See, I have to look. I don't even know if I have proper sugar. I think I do keep proper sugar for like Airbnb guests. Oh, this one's not open. But like when a recipe calls for sugar, I'll go get this, my swerve. But let me go get the one that's open. had one that was open, but I'm just gonna open it. This is a 3-pack. Link should be in the description. Y'all know I use the Swerve Brown for the fried apples, TLA's fried apples. I'm gonna use the granular. This is my table sugar substitute, and confectioners. That's what we used earlier. 3-pack, you can get it at Walmart, Amazon. All right, so the recipe says 1 cup of strawberries, 2 to 3 tablespoons of sweetener. So if you got 2 tablespoons, so we'll start with that. Okay, add strawberries and sweetener into a pan on your stovetop. I'm gonna do it right here for you all. I'll show you. Hello, JSM YNG. Thank you for coming to class. Hello, I am the original. Thank you for coming to class. Hello, 1-800-ATTORNEY. Thank you for coming to class. And hello, Ebony Reed. Okay, so I'll show you guys. It's a little dusty, but it gives you the sugar experience, 0 calories. So I'm using the Swerve Granular and 1 cup of strawberries. So I'm putting that into the pot. Sugar, if you use sugar, feel free. All right, so it says add strawberries and sweetener into a pan on your stove top and simmer until it forms a jam. I think I'm supposed to mash them. We'll get this started and then we'll check on our biscuits. Biscuits, I don't want my biscuits to be burning. Okay, so just to make this easy, I'm going to mash up these strawberries a little bit. My masher is I know it's not really a masher, but I'm just gonna get in there and just kind of break up the fruit a little bit into the sweetener so you can get the water from the strawberries to mix with the sweetener and just get it to cook down a little bit. I'm literally just getting in there and mashing up the fresh strawberries with the sweetener. All right. Now, completely optional, but I got it for you all. Of course, the stove is back there. Hello, Qual328, thank you for being here. I just bought this on Amazon, this Duck's Top glass cooktop, so I can do it right here on the counter, completely optional. So I'm gonna turn this on. I have fresh strawberries and sweetener just mashed together. I'm gonna put the lid on it. Just put this on medium, keep an eye on it. And I'm gonna eat the ones that were in here. Did I eat dinner? Woo. Yes. As of today, the fried apples are officially the lead attorney's fried apples. Lead attorney has made it very clear he loves fried apples. If y'all haven't seen the fried apples, I'm out of apples, but we have a dessert in honor of lead attorney. I'm a student of his. Ooh, it's simmering already. Let's stir it up. All right, I love this little cooktop. It cooks fast. So I'm gonna, ooh, smells so good. We're gonna check on our biscuits. So we're gonna let that, see how much liquid has come out? All right, so we're just gonna let that sit and simmer. Doesn't have to be a perfect jam. We're gonna drizzle it on our biscuits. Let's go check. They're not done yet, but I wanna show y'all. See how we're getting that nice, almost cheddar bay experience? The cloud bread, still kind of eggy on the bottom, so they're going back in, but That's what I'm gonna cut open to for our strawberry shortcake. All right, that's why I kept them nice and tall. Yes, TLA said he likes his apples crispy, y'all. Lead attorney, love the lead attorney, but whoo! Man's got a sweet tooth. So with the fried apples, in case anybody's wondering, take whole apples. You can make desserts from whole fruit. Look at me making this jam, y'all. Strawberries and sweetener. Get an apple. You can peel it and slice it or buy it already sliced. Lead attorney just posted. I wonder what he posted. Somebody tell me what he put on his story. Butter and brown sugar. For me, goat's butter and brown sugar swerve. If you eat dairy, use regular butter. If you don't have to watch sugar, I don't have to watch salt, but I do have to watch sugar. Yes, I don't know what I was going to say. Y'all, look, it's simmering nicely. Our drizzle for our strawberries. I would taste it, but I know it's good. All right. The last thing is whipped cream. Okay. I am going to make my own whipped cream. You can completely just use the canned stuff. Y'all know I do, but I'm trying to be extra fancy. Y'all, I got kicked out of my own stream. I don't know what's going on Instagram, but looking good. Cloud bread looks delicious. Thank you, Big Bad. Jazzy looks good. Stir it up. Oh, hold on. Turn you down. Y'all, look at this. The strawberries, see how they're foaming? Just fresh strawberries. So think about this when you're making pancakes, when you're making anything and you want like a nice syrup, real fruit, and then a sweetener if you want real sugar, but at least it doesn't have extra stuff in it. That's gonna be so good on the biscuits. All right, y'all, I'm getting excited. I really try to stay elegant for you, but when it comes close, I'm like, all right. I'm gonna check the biscuits. I don't want them too brown. Look at me calling them biscuits. They're cloud biscuits. I'm gonna let them keep going. I just moved them to the bottom of the air fryer. It's hotter at the top. All right, y'all. These strawberries, they really, and I'm getting a facial. Strawberries and sweetener. Okay. The last thing, I don't need the recipe, but the last thing is whipped cream. You can make your own. I'll show you how. What are you doing? Yes, pull your pants up. I don't want to see that. All right. Y'all, this liquefies really fast. Let it simmer. Drizzled on a biscuit. Thank you, Mona. Okay. Y'all, I am thinking about this strawberry shortcake, Belle. You spoke it. Okay. Whipped cream is 2 ingredients. Heavy whipping cream and sweetener. You could do vanilla or other stuff, but I'm going to show you guys how to make it. So we're just going to let this sit and simmer. You can use heavy whipping cream if you have dairy. I'm going to use the non-dairy. Y'all know my coconut cream. I'm going to show you. So just like I did with the eggs, I'm going to do here. No. Yes. Okay. 2 ingredients. Heavy whipping cream if you eat dairy. I'm going to use this one, the Silk dairy-free heavy whipping cream made from coconut milk. I use that, I can't remember when, but y'all know when I use it. And then I'm going to use the powdered sweetener. When you're making whipped cream, this is unsweet. just like heavy whipping cream, 0 grams of sugar. But if you're going to mix it, like I'm going to show you how, use the powdered sweetener because you don't want those little grains that are in the granular. The granular is fine when you want to cook it down like this. The brown sugar is fine. Get that like a cauldron. The brown sugar is fine for TLA's lead apples, fried apples. Thank you so much. But for whipped cream, you want that nice creamy smoothness. Okay, so powdered sweetener. Yeah, I'm so nervous about those biscuits. All right, they're looking good. All right, let's see what it says. Half a cup of heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of sweetener. Okay. Half a cup, 2 tablespoons. You could do this however you like. All right, so this is my coconut cream. So I'm still going dairy-free on the whipped cream. Y'all can see it's nice and thick like heavy whipping cream. I'm going in the gravy boat. And then powdered sugar, if you like. I'm using the Swerve Confectioners. Y'all get to see everything tonight. 2 tablespoons. Man, I'm gonna turn this off. Y'all, these strawberries, look, they have just foamed into like a, turning it off. Do one more stir. We still got a little bit of chunks of strawberries, but tell me that's not jam. That's the jam. I wanna lick it so bad. I'm saving it for my biscuit. Hello, Snuggles. Y'all welcome Snuggles to class. Our favorite scholar bot. Snuggles, you're just in time for dessert. I'm doing strawberry shortcake. All right, so we got our powdered sweetener, sugar-free, but you guys can see it gives you that nice dusting. So I know it's all white, but you got coconut cream and powdered sweetener. Now, to make whipped cream, all you do is add air to it. You can do this by hand. I would not recommend it. Let me check the biscuits, y'all. They're looking good and they're coming up off the paper nicely. Woo! See how it just crumbled? All right, we're gonna go back in at the bottom. 2 more minutes. This is a milk frother or a coffee frother or whatever, 20 bucks or less, Walmart or whatever. I'm gonna mix the sweetener. Uh-oh. So you see it starting off as a liquid. Just keep an eye on it or it will splatter. Just like the egg whites, I'm gonna put air into here and it's gonna get like our own whipped cream. Hello, Pat. How do I deal with the cooling sensation of Swerve? I haven't had that experience. Do you mean when you use it, your mouth feels cold after? I'm just whipping up our cream, y'all. And which Swerve did you use, Pat? Are you using the powdered, the granular, or the brown? Working on our whipped cream. It's still liquid. It just takes time, but this isn't as loud as the mixer. And let me know, has anybody else had that experience when you use any of the Swerve products? You get a cooling sensation? I used to have sensitive teeth. I don't anymore. I used to eat ice a lot, so I wonder if maybe you have some teeth sensitivity. I haven't had that experience. Ah, like that. So Pat says you use the powdered. I haven't had that experience. And let me know how you made it, Pat. Did you use it as an ingredient or did you put it in a beverage? And I'll try it. I'll try it now if I have it. All right, y'all. As soon as this whipped cream is done, our jam is done. Our biscuits are done. We just have to layer and assemble. I think I'm gonna cut one fresh strawberry. Still working on our whipped cream. Makes me want to get the one that's in the, y'all know what I have in there, almond cream, coconut cream. Trying to be all fancy and do everything from scratch. Just to show you that it's possible. Heavy whipping cream and sweetener. If you don't need it sweet. Oh, Pat says it tastes like you have a mint. Okay, Pat, tell me, how did you just like eat the sweetener plain, or how did you take it? Biscuits are done. I'm gonna leave them in there while I'm whipping this. We're still, oh my gosh, why? All right, let's see. You baked cookies with it. Oh, that sounds amazing. That's one thing I haven't done. I haven't baked cookies. I don't know. Y'all, I'm coming this whipped cream. I feel like this is so anticlimactic because we're ready to assemble. But it's getting slightly thicker. I know what I'm gonna do. If I lift it up towards the surface, I really get more air in there. You really want like that stiff whipped cream. This may end up being a drizzle. I'm gonna give it like a couple minutes. Let me do our commercials. Thank you to our channel sponsors. Thank you all so much for being here, for liking, for sharing, for subscribing. Completely optional. I do have a Cash App if you want to support the channel, $M Brown. But I just appreciate y'all being here. We are on our way. We have over 800 subscribers. We're on our way to $9.99. Y'all know Nana says she was subscribed, but my mom wants to be number 1,000. Oh my gosh. This whipped cream. It's slightly thicker, but it's still... All right, let me see the picture. I'll give it 2 more minutes. Oh, Pat says you now put liquid stevia in, the sensation goes away. Okay. Oh, now it's telling me low battery. Oh my God. All right. Yeah, we're gonna drizzle a little bit, but I'll show you guys because it's taking a while. We are getting a nice whipped cream. I'll still use it. I was hoping for it to be like really thick and fluffy, but let me just taste. Ooh, ooh, y'all, I'm ready. Okay, let me plug you up. Oh, thank you, Pat. Y'all know it's just me and my iPad, so we are about to make this strawberry shortcake. Everything is done. Sorry for all the jiggling around, y'all. I probably should have it plugged up, but I don't ever think I'm gonna be on here long. Okay, last thing, just for a garnish. Alex, do you want some strawberry shortcake?
No,
No, not really?
I really don't like strawberries.
You don't like strawberries? No problem.
I like strawberries.
That's fine. That's fine.
Bananas, blueberries.
Wash.
Taking over the shelf.
All right. I'm imagining the thumbnail. I'm going to recreate it. Biscuits look great. And I left them all craggly on purpose. All right. So what I'm doing, I'm taking 1 strawberry just for the garnish. Let me look at the picture, y'all. I'm gonna look at the thumbnail. It's in my phone, I know. I wanna make it this is for the cook. Oh, come on, where is it? Oh. All right, I know y'all can't, we'll see. So it's like half biscuit, then the jam, then cream, then top of the biscuit, cream, and a strawberry. Okay. Whew. Let's see how we can do. So it looks like the top looks like this. That's beautiful, isn't it? All right. I'm all nervous. All right. All right. Plate. Cloud biscuits. Buttery on the bottom, but we're gonna make it work. All right. I'm gonna carefully, you know what? I'm gonna do two. I put one down with all its craggly parts. We're gonna go the jam we just made. Strawberries and sweetener. Come to me. Okay. Focus, Maggie. The cream I just whipped. I wish it were a little bit stiffer, but another craggly biscuit. It's just fluffy. Oh, it's already. That's okay. I'm gonna do it my way. I may have to leave it. Let me try and take a picture, y'all. It's melting. Marcus? These pictures go on Instagram and on Community tab. Just take lots of them. All right, it's melting, but Marcus, see one of these strawberry shortcakes? A little messy. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I'm getting Dexless. I'm gonna try and do one more for photo, but y'all, the flavor is amazing. Okay, I know. Oh crap, I'm getting it in my cable. Ah! I want to sit down and enjoy. You want strawberry shortcake? Hold on, let me make it. All right, it's on the cloud bread.
Right?
Will you eat the cloud bread strawberry shortcake or no?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you get a small one.
Okay.
I made my own whipped cream. It fell.
You made whipped cream?
I made my own whipped cream. What? Here's your strawberry. Oh, there it is. I'll do another one for a picture. Here you go. And I don't even need your feedback. I just want mine. I didn't get a proper dinner. This is what I'm eating. Oh, man. Sorry, y'all. Here I go. It melted, but when I tell you the flavor is excellent, the homemade jam, the homemade whipped cream, the cloud bread, Vel, you nailed it. Y'all, it is so good. So except for the cream cheese, it is, oh, Marcus, don't drip on me. Yours is done. Okay. Do you want another one?
No.
No? Okay, good.
What?
You got your uniform ready for school tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Don't eat all of it. I need to take one more picture. I'm going to make one more that hopefully doesn't melt. So I put it together lava hot.
How'd you make whipped cream?
Heavy whipping cream and sweetener.
Okay.
Thank you, Pat. Y'all, it is so good. Mm. Mm. The fresh strawberries. Okay. The strawberry jam. Cut up your fruit, let it simmer. Top on toast. Top on pancakes. The homemade whipped cream, it takes a while, but you can make, it's good.
I like it.
You like the homemade whipped
I
cream?
want more.
All right. I'll give you the rest. Let me just take one last picture.
Look here. Look here. Look here. Look here.
Y'all, it is so good. I'm sorry, I'm just eating.
Why do you have a mic?
No, we're not doing that.
Why do you have a mic?
Uh-oh. Green light.
Let's go. Do you want some strawberry shortcake or no?
Hey, guys.
You're cleaning that up, Alex. You knocked it out of my hand. Where do you think you're going?
Come here. No, please.
You knocked the strawberry out of my hand.
Please.
Now I have to clean it up. This is clumsy and lazy.
Homemade whipped cream is better than store-bought. And even Marcus says he likes it. He wants more. I'm going to make one more.
Excuse me. It's good.
All right, we're going to try and make one more.
We are.
Can you?
We are going to try and make one more. Oh, I'm done.
No, can you? Can you bring me a plate?
Yeah, I bring you a plate.
I'll make one more. All right. Plate. This is just for pictures, and then you can have the rest. You're over here forking it to death. All right, the cloud biscuits are a hit. If you're going to make cloud bread, when you put it on the tray, and I still have another one over there, smooth it out. All right, let me find one strawberry as a top. That would look really good. You just wash this. All right. I want to get one now that it's cooled down. Honestly, the flavor is excellent. Sorry, y'all. The flavor is excellent, but I put it together hot and you saw it just melted. So I'm hoping I'm going to do one more just for photo. Cut our strawberry. Let me scrape up. I think I'm going to do... Y'all, the whipped cream actually was pretty good. I know I'm sitting down, y'all. I did a lot tonight, but it was fun. Scraping up the last. I don't need a big portion for the picture. No, they won't let me be great.
What?
If you could see him, he takes a lap and grabs something. All right, let me see if I can get this picture. It doesn't really have to be big for the picture because you could zoom in. Your dad's texting me. He says, don't forget to pack your stuff.
What stuff?
Tomorrow you're going back to your dad, so.
Okay.
I'm just zooming in and taking pictures with the last one close up. So when y'all see this, that's the thing. My photographer friend, it's just me and my iPhone. Oh, Pat is in Canada. Yes, Silk. Where I am, Sprouts Farmers Market. I'm not sure where else. Why don't you just lick the bowl? I'm done.
Because I'm a gentleman.
You're not a gentleman. Do you want this one? Nope.
That's for you.
Thank you. So Pat, yeah, if you're dairy free, that's a great alternative. Y'all give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna eat this and I'm gonna eat this. So it's really sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free. The only thing I did use cream cheese in the cloud biscuit, but I've done it with goat's cheese.
Bye.
Did you see the knuckles? He's over there. So this is what's left of my strawberries. No, I see it. Thank you, Big Red Bull. It's really good, y'all. It really is. Vel, excellent. I'm sorry. I know I'm not elegant, but I'm going to eat this one too. The heavy whipping cream. Strawberry shortcake. You can make your own jelly. Take any fruit, a little sweetener, sugar-free sweetener for me. You can use sugar. Just mash it up and simmer on the stove. It'll make your own little jam. Whipped cream. You can use heavy whipping cream, or I'm using this Silk dairy-free heavy whipping cream. This one is made from coconut milk. Vel, you mentioned strawberry shortcake. That's why I did this one. You could have done this with blueberries. You could have done this with everything. Big Red. Anything else? You all right? Pork chop, kale chips, mashed potato, strawberry shortcake. Sometimes, y'all, I'm so tired after cooking for them. And he's still more. All right, y'all. I'm going to scroll back and see if I missed any comments or questions. Oh my gosh. So good. So yes, Pat, let me know. The other thing you can try, not this one, but you can buy coconut cream in the can. I have seen that on Amazon, like the Thai coconut cream. I think I have one in there. I'll get it once I get up. But let me just scroll back. Nope, sure won't. Greedy gong gongs. You already know. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to the channel sponsors. I'm trying to keep up with your names. Y'all keep blessing me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big Red, I need to put some more numbers by your name. Thank you, sir. Those. Oh, okay. Housekeeping. Maggie meetup. If you're in the Atlanta area, Thursday, May 26th, having a group cooking class at the Cook's Warehouse. It's on my community tab. If you go to my YouTube page and scroll over, you'll see a section that says community. All the details are there. It's $99. We'll be cooking together fried chicken, mac and cheese, and berry cake with cream. After that, we'll also have a virtual meetup for anybody who can't come. Listen to me. I hear one fight, I'm shutting it all down. No. You have school in the morning, make sure your clothes are ready. I'm sorry. Okay, y'all. Oh my gosh. Last bite. Oh my God. If you want to do, thank you, Jazzy. If you want to do the cook along, let me know. You pick the recipe. I will always make the substitute version. You can make the full flavor version. Yes, what is it?
Hello. Goodbye.
Is your uniform ready for tomorrow?
Yes.
On a hanger?
No.
I'm going to start counting back from 30 seconds. We talked about TLA's fried apples. Thank you for liking and sharing. Yes, TLA will get his own page in the cookbook. Come get your clothes off the stairs. All right, y'all. I am devolving into mom mode. I'm just scrolling back to see if I missed anything. Thank you, Luke Hazley, a new channel sponsor. I appreciate y'all so much being here. Ooh, lemon pepper salmon. That's what my son wants. Aw, thank you. Am I teaching y'all? I feel like it's so scattered and just all over the place, especially now they're home. Do y'all remember how we used to be so elegant together? And then they came back. But y'all, school's about to be out. So it's about to be me and them boys. All right, y'all. I'm sure I'll be back in the kitchen tomorrow making breakfast before I send them off. So I don't know what I'll make, but I got stuff to clean up here. Pork chop bites, very good. Kale chips, very good. Homemade mashed potatoes, they said very good. It was good. Oh, thank you, Mona. Thank you so much. But the strawberry shortcake, excuse me, I know that took me to the end, but it was worth it. The cloud biscuits, excellent. Make your own jam, make your own whipped cream or use the can. Top it with a fresh strawberry. As Mona says, Caudell, thank you so much for being here. All right, you guys. Let me herd the goats. Everything is gone. Potatoes gone. Pork chops gone. Strawberries gone. Whipped cream gone. And that's just one meal. All right, Twitter. Facebook, and YouTube. I will see y'all tomorrow. Good night.